Alright, welcome back, guys. So, again, I want to apologize for the audio for yesterday. I don't know what changed. I don't touch nothing. One thing, if you get into recording at all, either for YouTube or you go on and you stream, when you get settings, any streamer, any YouTuber will tell you once you have the settings for something, you do not touch it. Like, you tweak it to what you want it to be and you leave it. And I haven't touched these settings, and yesterday's audio was, like I said, I watch back all my videos to make sure you guys can hear me over whatever's in the background. And that yesterday, like I said, the music was blaring. I couldn't hear myself, and I don't know if it was my microphone. It was something. So I've gone ahead and just reduced the volume in my mixer even lower. The game audio has always been at the same volume. Like I said, I don't know what happened. And I've talked about this too. The landing page, even when the game first starts up, for some reason that music or what's that in the background, right, is just super loud anyway. So whenever you get to the ship, it's always the music just literally like cuts itself in half. But anyway, I'm done talking about that. Again, hopefully it's fixed so you guys can actually hear me a lot better. And we will go forward with these settings, and if I have to change something anymore, like I said, I do watch these videos back to make sure before I do post them. So but anyway, let's talk about what I just learned from the Awakening reversal ticket. So last night I did my Apex battles. We got up to 1500, and I recorded buying this, and I was talking, and then I realized I don't know how to actually use this thing or how it works, because how I thought it might work is definitely not how it did work. And I'll be honest, for 1500 on here, for 1500 of these Apex battle stuff, I don't think this is worth it at all. This is a waste. Just save your trophies for the light and dark egg or the heroic egg here for once a month. Don't buy this, and I'll show you why. That this is basically useless, because you're gonna be doing this anyway. So when we come back to the ship, I already have one Astromon set up, because in my idea for this was like, oh well, let's say I have Victoria here. Well, can I retrieve a Victoria that I used for this, right? How does it do it? There's no button here, and that's not how this works. And again, it's just I'm learning how it is, just so I can show this off for you guys. So once you have done this part, right? So I've primed my Fire Neza here. I just used her as an example. And you have the 3 inside here. You have to tap on your tablet or phone. For me, I'm on the computer, so I click on one of these, and it goes, oh, hey, do you want to reverse this awakening? You can take this Astromon out with a ticket. And in my eyes, I'm like, well, not really. I've already want to use these. I don't know why I would want to pull one of these back out. I mean, I guess that if you accidentally used something you didn't want to use, I mean, a gleam you didn't want to use, I can see the versatility for that. But I mean, we're gonna just do this for fun, right? It removes her out so you don't, awaken her with it. But I'm gonna say like 99% of the time you should be doing what you should be doing. Like, this should have been a feature early on in the game, not 5 years later, because I've messed up sometimes and put one Astromon in there, but that's something that you live and you learn, right? So I don't necessarily understand where you would do this, but my advice to you guys is 100% don't buy that. Know what you're putting into these, because once again, evolving in this game is very straightforward. It is literally, putting copies or gleams in here, and of course, for 5-star Astromon specifically, you should be using your gleams. How I got, like I said, Acer fully evolved, you guys saw me use gleams for that. That's how that process should go. You will summon enough of these 4 stars. If you're sliming every week, you're building your gems up, and you're actively summoning either for your clan or for yourself. However you are, spending it, you're going to be getting these 4 stars in the amount that you saw me. That you're not really going to screw up the fact that I want to evolve this, so let me put 3 copies of Lupin in here, for the reason that is that's what you're going to do. I really don't see a point in saying, "Oh man, no, I didn't want to do that." Maybe when I first started the game, that was one accident. But even let's say I put it, he's already a variant. But let's say I put another variant in there, right? This variant might not be stronger to go up, make his level up, right? But it is. So of course, if I really want to build, let's say, a Water Lupin, and I want him to have a higher leadership skill, right? Well, of course, I'm gonna put the better variant inside, as evolution material to level up the leader ability. So again, I can't think, and again, I'm going off the top of my head right now on it. Obviously, there might be a real benefit to it, but other than that, my opinion right now is just to hold off and legitimately save your save all your Apex trophies to just buy, like I said, get your 3 light and dark eggs or get your heroic egg a month, whatever. Save it up to get one of those. Take your pick on that. Obviously, the higher choice is the 5-star egg, just because you don't come across 5 stars as much as as we would want us all to, right? So, but there we go. That's the recovery of your awakening material for your evolution. So like you guys can see here, I cannot reverse it after she's been evolved. And I thought that maybe it might be a process to let you do that, just because that would be nice, because that could be like, hey, I could come back into Drakkar and maybe remove or take that essence out. I guess that gets rid of the theme of it, right? But that's kind of how I thought it would work. Again, we're all learning together here. That's kind of why I do that, so I can then put that out there to be like, yeah, just save your gems, or not your gems, your league battle trophies, or your Apex battle trophies. Where are those at? Because I'm gonna relock him. Again, that's another trick. If you guys want to lock multiple Astromon, come into your storage and just hit the lock button here. You'll lock multiples instead of having to tab on your tablet or whatever and be like click lock, click lock. It's much easier to do it that way. Let's do fire. We are getting you slowly but surely up, and we are getting the daily done a lot earlier today because I will be farming all day. It's time to get out there, and we've got to get our gems back once again. So I am going to be doing a lot more farming than previous. Was that those 3? Yep, let's get back out there. And again, I checked, obviously, my Apex battles are once again at the lower levels. So I don't know, I was having fun there being at the higher levels, and then it's all like, yep, come back down. It's like, again, I'll take the free wins, but at the same time, that's just not how I see the system was supposed to be. It's not how the system, I don't think, was intended. But I'm pretty sure they also intend you to be actually in a clan and doing stuff. So going off, I believe Mocha, you were the one that commented it a couple weeks ago now when this first came out. I mean, if it goes off your Titan, Titan rank, I mean, of course I haven't done Titan. I am in a, I am in a clan that I've just made for myself a while back. But at the same point, it was like, well, I'll create accounts and whatnot to fill it up to go up into Titan and maybe do it that way. And this way I could, but it just, at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, I didn't care enough. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing in the game, which is, farming for super evolution materials, running the odd, any of the new content that ends up coming out and things like that. So, but if it goes off the Titan stuff, of course, I'm going to be at the very bottom with everybody because I'm not doing Titan. So the game kind of will put me there every single week, no matter no matter whether or not I, no matter whether or not I actually get the, win all 14 of my battles or not. So, but alas, it is what it is. thought about it too. I don't even think. Yeah, I actually don't think I finished the Tower of Chaos, so I need to get in there and do that as well. At least get up to floor 100. That'll be a shout out to everyone else. Make sure at least you've gotten to floor 50. That is your free Holy Gleam that they give you. And I say free. You obviously, building up your team to climb to 50 isn't too difficult, but it can be a little bit for earlier accounts. If you're running the full water team anyway, that is kind of what carries you. You will struggle on one or two of the floors, I believe, that are closer. I think getting closer to 50 has one full. There's like full grass battles in there that are a little tough to get through, but I think you could still power through it. It's been a while, but yeah. Regardless, just get to at least floor 50. Trying to get to floor 100 without a proper type of team and setup can be very difficult. That's something that you want to wait until you actually have at least your Mona completely tricked out with gems, as well as some other good support Astromon to help you climb there. This one should be a freebie. I'm going to take it. Actually, double check. Yeah, we are good. All right. And I said this the other day, you have turned into a scary PvP Astromon Fire Miho, so you are going to get... My focus is going to turn on you a little bit. And this should one-shot. Yeah, alright. Get that done, and last but not least... Send this out and capture. You're finally into the waters. Because every other Astromon we have to summon somehow, so we will not be finishing out the fire book for at least the 2 stars for the fire book until later on in the year. And I believe we were doing water Lumo. At least that's what I think I saw at the beginning of my storage. That was 10 minutes ago. I don't remember that now. Especially this early. Let's grab you. Because that is, again, another thing we are going to do. I'm going to try and be better about sliming each week to get the 1,000 gems. Especially with what we just summoned. I might work on trying to clear out some of the inventory I do have, because again, we do save up and we hit another Primo Festival that I want to run. I want to make sure I can just spend, again, all the gems, because there's really... somebody made a post about the Primo Festival on Facebook that I want to I guess to talk about just for a second here. Is people are like, well, I don't have enough gems to run the Primo Festival, and I kind of agree with what he responded with a little bit. Is like you shouldn't pull off the Primo Festival unless you can at least get to 1 egg on it, and that's around, what is that math? I can't do that real quick right now in my head. They specifically, like, that's 150 summons, right? You divide that, you get it technically 11 Astromon, because that builds it up, right? So it's about 13 summons. So multiply that by 6. Yeah, so you're looking at about 9,000 gems. So he was right. So around 9,000 gems is what you want to spend bare minimum on a Primo Festival, and that is just to guarantee you to at least get the Primo Egg, and that's 1 5-star. And remember, the 5-star does have the chance to even have the light or the dark version in it, albeit that we don't agree with that, and that's not fun necessarily, but it's still a chance, right? But that at least guarantees you a 5-star out of the Primo Festival thing. But once again, I'm just going to save up all the way for that and this way I can get all 3 eggs. You know, that's something that's a little bit different to make sure you're trying to get to. So monthly's done, weekly, we got all the same stuff. Let me double check this Nez pass really quickly. Yep, Golem, we're going to be doing that today. Golem I could knock out after we get recording here. We're on week 2, so we can ascend to get our 5 of those. And that's going to do it for today, guys. So hopefully the audio is a lot better. Again, I apologize for it, but thanks for watching, and I will see you all in tomorrow's daily.